everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of MMO-Play Dailies. My name is The Higgs from MMO-Play.com, and I will be filling you in on everything you need to know in the world of MMOs today. First up, the Final Fantasy XIV expansion Heavensward had a fact sheet released recently. And in that fact sheet, we got a nice condensed version of what we can expect to see in this expansion. Apart from your standard expansion fare, like raising the level cap, what looks really good in this expansion set is a completely new storyline. We've also got a new class thrown in the mix called the Aura. It's like Aura, but it's split because Final Fantasy writers are clever. Also some new jobs in this expansion. We've got Astrologian, Dark Knight, and Machinist. Fun fact, 2 of those are movies featuring Christian Bale. If you know which ones, leave a comment below and I'll give you a thumbs up or something. And the fact sheet has also got information on flying mounts and a bunch of new gear and stuff like that. So very cool, like nice condensed way to check out what's happening in this expansion. Namco announced that they are throwing their hat into the ring in the MOBA marketplace. They have officially announced a game called Supernova, which looks kind of like an MMO, RTS, MOBA smash up thingy. Seems to be very strategically minded. Looks like it could actually be fun. They haven't really taken on a big title like this in a while, so we are definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do with it. If you're playing Heroes and Generals, the online browser-based warfare MMO, you'll be glad to learn today that you get a new faction coming soon. Not only can you play as the Americans or the Germans, now you can play as Mother Russia. So personal thank you to Heroes and Generals for giving me a super fun way to get flagged by the NSA. Sadly today, we here at MMO-Play are grieving with the rest of the video game community at the passing of Leonard Nimoy. But out of this is actually coming something kind of awesome. If you play the Star Trek MMO online, you already know that Leonard Nimoy lent his voice to that game for various things. Well, the developers of that game announced in the wake of his passing that there will be an in-game memorial placed to the one and only Mr. Spock, in my opinion. So hats off to those developers for doing something that awesome. Next up today, the World of Tanks Generals beta is officially live now. I got to jump in and play this thing firsthand. I did a first look video for it over on the MMO-Play YouTube. You should really check that out. But some of the major points about World of Tanks Generals is A, it's really good. If you don't know the game, it is a browser-based card game. It is turn-based combat, featuring a lot of cool military styling. And while none of that sounds particularly revolutionary, and when you're playing it doesn't feel very revolutionary, what's really great about this game is the combination of elements. It's super duper simple to start playing, but really hard to master. They've got something like 200 cards right now in their beta, and you know that number's only gonna go up as the release gets closer and closer. So I'm definitely stoked about this beta, stoked about the full release whenever that's happening. On a very serious note, a group of gamers have banded a coalition to stop the discrimination. For too long, a certain subsect, a certain population within the overall MMO community has been marginalized. And finally, people have come together to represent this abused class. I'm talking about orcs. If you're hearing this right now, chances are you know an orc who has been discriminated against. Finally, the Orc Anti-Defamation Alliance has formed to stand up for orcs across all of MMOdom, championing the slogan, "Stop the hate. Orcs are people too," in MMOs. We spoke to leader of the alliance, Justin Longtooth, about the difficulties he's faced being an orc in MMOs.
You know, at first people just sort of ignored me. No one wanted to quest with me. Everyone always assumed I was a tank just because I was big and green. This went on for a long time until I finally reached max level. But even at max level, they still treated me like I was different. I couldn't wear cloth without being laughed at. Couldn't use a stave or a pole arm. You're too big, they said. Justin, you're too big. You can't ride that mount. That's why I started the Anti-Orc Defamation Alliance. I want to let people know that just because we've got a face full of hairy warts and our bottom teeth mysteriously reach our eyebrows, that what we also have are feelings. Beneath all that muscle and rage, I'm really soft inside, just like you.
So that is all for this first episode of MMO-Play Dailies. I have been the Higgs. Please head over to MMOplay.com where you can find a new MMORPG that we posted. If you're into Naruto, you're going to love this MMORPG. It is called Ninja Classic and it is based on the Naruto manga. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave comments, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys tomorrow.